What's up everyone, welcome to an unboxing at Gadgets 360, and today we have two very special phones for you, the Google Pixel 3 and the Google Pixel 3 XL. So let's quickly get these out of the box and see if the rumor mill was actually true. Okay, so these are the boxes for the Google Pixel 3 and we have the Google Pixel 3 XL. Now you'll notice that the phones are obviously different sizes, the Pixel 3 being the smaller and the XL being the larger one, but the boxes are still exactly the same. Now around the box there's not much, we just have a Team Pixel written underneath just like last time, and pretty plain sides, some information about the manufacturing, and down at the bottom over here. So here we can see some details about the phone. So the Pixel 3 that we have is the 64GB version, and this is the just black color. While the Pixel 3 XL that we have here is also the 64GB version, but this is the clearly white color. So we'll be checking out two colors for the phones. So let's first unbox the Pixel 3 and see what we get inside. And wow, okay, so a tool-free unboxing, which is nice. So this is the Pixel 3, the smaller one of the two. Let's just get this out of this sleeve. Very nice. Okay, so let's keep this aside for now, just a minute, and see what else we have in the box. First off, we have a SIM eject tool. We have a quick start guide, some stickers, which is nice, and further in we have earphones, which Google is now bundling as part of the Pixel, and these are USB Type-C earphones. Also inside we have a Type-C to Type-C cable. We also have a little dongle for using your regular 3.5mm headphones. So there's a Type-C to 3.5mm adapter. And finally we have this Type-A to Type-C adapter for migrating your data over from an older phone. And finally we should be having the charger in this little casing here. Yep, it should be a fast charger. Yeah, so this will have 5 volts and 3 amps and 9 volts and 2 amps. So this is a fast charger bundled. Okay, so let us now unbox the Pixel 3 XL. So we'll just boot this up and leave this as is and quickly take a look at what's in store for the XL, and finally put the rumors to rest to find out if it indeed has that ginormous notch. So this is the white variant, and now for the moment of truth. Okay, can't really tell with this packaging. Let me just get rid of this and boot this up, and yep, there it is, that big notch. Okay, so while both the phones start up, I'm guessing the contents should be identical. We have the similar SIM eject tool, stickers, quick start guide, Pixel buds, you have Type-C, and yeah, pretty much the same accessories for the Pixel 3 XL as well. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly set up these phones and we'll take a closer look at them. Okay, so now that we've set up both the Google Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL, it's time to take a closer look at both the phones and see how many things are actually similar and how many things are actually different. So right off the bat, obviously there's a size difference. This one, the smaller one, the Pixel 3, has a 5.5-inch Full HD Plus display diagonally. This resolution is 1080 by 2160 and it's an AMOLED panel, whereas the Pixel 3 XL has a 6.3-inch Quad HD Plus 1440 by 2960 AMOLED panel. So considerably bigger and denser display all around. Now, taking a closer look at the smaller phone, this is definitely a lot more comfortable. Many people are going to find this a lot easier to live with, since the form factor and the size is a lot more compact. As you can see, it easily fits in my hand, and the buttons kind of line up very nicely against my thumb. So you have the volume and you have the power button over here. Down at the bottom we have the USB Type-C port, and we have a SIM slot, and this one only accepts a single SIM, like so. So this is a nano SIM slot, and once again there is no headphone socket. So on the top you can see we still have stereo speakers. There is one grill at the top, one at the bottom, and we have dual cameras in the front, which we'll take a closer look in just a bit. But besides that, as you can see, there's quite a bit of bezel on the top and the bottom of the phone, and as a result of which the date, or the time rather, on the upper left corner it is almost near the edge of the screen. Like it's almost touching the curved edge of the screen, which is not the case with the 3XL, where it's comfortably placed below it. There's an equal amount of gap on the top and the bottom where the date is. So that is some differences that you can see right off the bat. This goes even for the battery logo. As you can see, it's just nearly almost touching the edge compared to the 3XL, where there is still a bit of a gap. But apart from that, the phone feels really good, and the one thing that will really catch your attention when you hold it is the weight. First of all, it's really light, and this new frosted glass finish feels really good. So this entire back is now glass, and this portion has this little frosted finish which feels really smooth, but and it also doesn't pick up fingerprints. So this area is quite a fingerprint magnet, as you can see, but this one doesn't feel. It does pick up slight scratches, but those can go away. It's not permanent. So yeah. There's a fingerprint sensor over here, and we have once again a single camera with a dual LED flash at the back. Now comparing this to the Pixel 3 XL, this is obviously a considerably larger phone. As you can see in my hand as well, there will be it's a bit of a reach to get to the notification shade or even the app drawer for that matter. But for those who want the bigger screen real estate, I guess this would be the way to go. Now, Google has given you more screen estate on the top, but as a result of which you have this really fat notch. And my guess is they couldn't really help this wide notch because they had to fit in two cameras and a earpiece, so there wasn't really much of a choice but to go with this design. It's very stark because the bezels over here are very thin, and suddenly you have this huge gap where there is no screen. So it's something that will really grab your attention, for better or worse. But once again, you still have the stereo speaker setup, and this is the white version. So we have this little pale green or blue colored power button compared to the white volume button. Similar story on the bottom as well, single USB Type-C port and a single SIM tray, and of course no headphone socket anywhere. Once again, at the back we have the same frosted glass finish for this portion of the phone, which feels really good. Fingerprint sensor is also within reach and seems pretty quick, and we have the single camera setup with the dual LED flash. So coming to some of the specifications that are common across both the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL. So as you would expect, both of the phones run on Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 SoC. This is Qualcomm's flagship octa-core SoC for 2018. So they both rock that. They both have 4 GB of RAM, which is quite surprising. Everyone figured that Google would finally make the shift to 6 GB of RAM. Perhaps there's a 6 GB variant, but our units that we have 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, and they are not expandable like the previous Pixel phones. Now, coming to battery sizes, obviously the smaller one has a slightly smaller battery. According to some of the apps like IDA and CPU X, the Pixel 3 is stating that it has a around 3000 mAh battery, whereas a Pixel 3 XL is reporting a 3430 mAh battery. Last but not least, we'll be talking a bit about the cameras, which I'm pretty sure is once again going to be the highlight of both these phones, just like it was last year. So at the back, we have a 12.2 megapixel camera with an f1.8 aperture, and in the front, which is new for the new Pixel lineup, are dual camera setups. So both are 8 megapixel resolution sensors. The regular one, which has an aperture of 1.8, and then you have a wide angle one with an aperture of f2.2. So I'll just demonstrate that on how you go about using it on this one. So here you can see, we'll just quickly switch to the front camera, and you have this little zoom in toggle over here. So as long as you're in the middle and towards the left, it is basically using the wide angle camera. And as soon as you switch over to the telephoto side, you're using the regular sensor. So if you look closely, you can actually see, you can notice the shift in image when it's actually switching to the other sensor. You can actually see the slight change in the viewfinder. So as for the software, you get bone stock Android 9 Pie, obviously, since these are the Pixel line of phones and the flagship ones at that. This will always be updated to the latest versions from Google, and they'll ideally be one of the first ones to receive any new updates that come along the line. Not allowed bloatware. It's a very simple, basic Android setup. You just get the Google suite of apps, and that's pretty much it. So, first impressions, the phones feel really premium, which is something we really liked. The notch aesthetic is something that you may or may not like it, but as far as actual build quality goes, both these phones feel really premium. The gloss sides might be a little slippery. We'll know that after using it for a couple of days very soon, but we really like this new frosted finish, which doesn't really pick up fingerprints. It has this really nice soft satin sort of a texture to it. So thanks for watching our quick unboxing and the first look at the brand new Google Pixel 3 and the Google Pixel 3 XL. Now we will be putting these phones through their paces in the coming days, so stay tuned for a full review only on Gadgets 360. And as always, thanks for watching, and for all things tech, you can always log on to gadgets360.com.